So, I am fresh out of the shower. Using my deodorant. It's secret. I feel like that's everybody's deodorant, right? Sorry, that's a little gross. Go put on my clothes so that I am not vlogging naked, because no one wants to see that, right? No. Be right back. So, since I am doing a backyard tour today, I have to be casual. So I'm wearing a very casual tank top. Oh, hide the boobs. The first thing I usually do is my hair. I know some people start with makeup, but I start with my hair. I usually use Amika, the Wizard. Actually, a lot of the products I'm gonna be using, I go through a lot of different products because I like to mix it up. I like to find like what my faves are. I'm really into the Wizard, so the Wizard's good. It helps to detangle my hair, and I have extensions, so I have to be very careful about being gentle on my hair. I have a wet brush. It's amazing because it really helps to not pull and snarl your hair. However, I have no idea where it is because my kids like to come in and shop mom's room, so I don't know who has the wet brush. But if you don't have a wet brush, I really recommend using one, because the difference you will see when you detangle your hair, it really makes a huge difference. So, I mean, a regular brush is fine, but a wet brush, life-changing. Normally, I either listen to a podcast, music while I'm getting ready, but I can't do that because then I can't post it. To blow dry my hair, we've talked about this on my stories, but I'm going to show you the Revlon, it's a blow dry brush. This thing, sorry, it's gross. This thing has been a game changer for me. I don't have a lot of hair to begin with. I have like 4 hairs. It's very fine. But when I get extensions, it takes me a really long time to blow dry my hair. Not with this. And like, if you have those issues with a round brush, which I do, because I'm not good at doing my own hair. This makes my hair nice and smooth, and it feels like I have a blowout. Turn it on there. You ready? 1, 2, 3. All done. Now, the thing is with my extensions, sometimes they're still a little bit damp back here. So, no, I did a pretty good job. I concentrated pretty good in that area. Please hold. So I absolutely did nothing to my hair other than just use that little blow dry brush and use the Wizard. And if I wanted to, I mean, my hair is not flat ironed or anything, but if I wanted to, I could totally just leave it straight. But I'm gonna put a little curl in it, and I like Hot Tools. I think this is a 1.5, maybe 1.25, not sure. But I've had the best success so far with this brand because I really need a hot tool to curl my hair. So we're gonna get to that next. I was a little bit nervous about doing a get ready with me video because, like, listen, I am not a beauty expert guru 14-year-old who like has conquered and mastered every single like way to do hair and makeup. I do what works for me. I'm happy to share, but like I was so worried about doing this because I didn't want all the comments to be like,
oh, you're doing that wrong, like, oh, don't you know you're supposed to like brush your hair upside down and not this way, and that's bad for the environment.
Whatever. Like, everybody is quick to judge on social media, which please, this is its own YouTube video, but like I'm hesitant to share things because I have put myself out there before clearly, and the backlash is not always pretty. And I love to share with you guys because everybody wants to know and you ask, and like, it's fun. It's super fun to do it. But I by no means am a hair and makeup beauty expert. So please be kind in the comments, please. All right. Pretty much always looked like on Dance Moms that I was wearing a wig. It was the most unfortunate hair period of my life. I don't know why I insisted on always teasing right here. It was horrifying, but I need a little like volume, whatever the word is, to my hair. So extensions help a lot. Look at this poor little dry area. This is just my hair. It breaks because I obviously dye it, but this is kind of the hairstyle that I've been doing that works for me, that I like, and it's just like a soft beachy wave. Like, I don't try to be too, I hate that curl though, it's always so weird. I have to like fix that, but I try not to like leave the iron on my hair too long because I don't want a curl per se. I just sort of want separate there. I have to like kind of, I have to work with that one to get it back there. But the rest of my hair, I just kind of like put a quick bend in it, hold it for a moment. I don't like to do the ends the whole way down. I wrap and leave a little piece at the end and just kind of slide it through because I don't want, like, you know, I don't want to look like I have Barbie curls. I'm super blonde right now and I have long hair, and I always have to be like leery of, you know, I don't want to look like I'm trying to look like a Barbie. I mean, not that a Barbie's bad. You know, I think that at one point in my life, I would have loved to have looked like a Barbie. I'm just a 42-year-old Barbie now though. And if I curl it too much, I like to like pull on it to kind of loosen the curl. I think it was last week, I have this amazing beach waver. Oh, it's from Amika for sure. They sent it to me, so shout out to Amika. But it does these really cute beach waves. Well, I don't even know if it's beach waves. It's like crimpy, but I hate to use the word crimper because it's not really like a 1980s crimper. But I was using it and I burned my neck, which, I mean, we all burn ourselves with curling irons or hot tools or whatever at some point, I feel like. But that one, for whatever reason, where it was on my neck, I kept scratching it on accident and it kept bleeding. It was a terrible, terrible thing. And now I have a scar on my neck, which, I mean, battle wounds, guys, battle wounds. So I've been listening to Taylor Swift Lover on repeat because it's such a good album. And comment in the comments below if you guys are Swifties and if you like that album, because I don't know, I feel like Taylor in Love is kind of the Taylor we all deserve. I think it's some of her best music. I actually love Lover. I know everybody loves Heartbreak Summer. Claire loves Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, is that it? Chloe's so funny because she was like, oh yeah, Paper Rings sounds like the end of a movie when the credits are rolling, which I don't disagree. But it's just like, it's weird because it almost sounds like two different albums, like her songs are just so different, but they go together. I mean, I guess that's the magic of Taylor. She just makes it work. But I do. I loved Reputation though, because I like love angry Taylor, because I feel like all of us are that bad bitch sometimes. And I loved seeing her like transition from being, you know, America's sweetheart with a guitar and curls and just so, oh, so innocent, to kind of this boss. And everybody can say she's a bitch or whatever, you know, like, oh, that wasn't nice, or she goes through men, or her dating life, whatever, all the things people say. But here's what I have to say about it. And I think she says this in a song. If she was a guy, no one would say anything twice. They'd be like, oh yeah. And her song, The Man, totally says that, but I said that long before The Man, because it's true. There's such a double standard. As I'm curling, I do have some little, like my real hair underneath, some shorter pieces that I have to make sure I get to. So I will do that. And then my like hairspray, hair powder situation, it's a little bit scary. But since we're all friends and I'm letting you into my bathroom, I will share that process with you. I'm so nervous I'm gonna burn my neck again. So nervous. So I always try to blow dry Clara's hair after her showers, and that little monster has been like running away from me. And she's like, I don't want you to blow dry my hair. Well, good, I don't want to blow dry your hair either. Do it yourself. And she's like, I hate blow drying my hair. It's very dramatic because we're getting into those tween days where the drama is real. I cannot believe I went through teen and tween drama with Chloe on television. I literally cannot believe that we both lived through that, because that was rough. Imagine being like 12, 11, 12, 13, like no one likes their mother then. And imagine having to like be with your mother 24/7 and like just knowing a camera's on you at all times. And like me, when I wanted to strangle her because she was 11 or 12 or 13, I couldn't really do it because then everyone would be like, you're such a bad mother, blah, blah, blah. But there were times that we literally wanted to kill each other. Thankfully, we all made it out alive. Okay, so now I'm using Big Sexy Powder Play because I have very, very fine hair at my scalp line. And if I don't, like, I admire those people so much who are like, oh, I'm day 6 without washing my hair. Oh. If I went day 6 or 2 days, 3 days without washing my hair, you could probably fry French fries in my hair because it just is so gross. Back comb it a little bit into my scalp. I try not to like overly tease. I mean, it looks like I'm teasing a lot, but I'm really not. Your eyes are deceiving you. And then, oh, whatever hairspray I'm using. I mean, I use a bunch. You know what? I'm gonna use a little of the Amika texture spray just to break this up a little bit. There. Just a little spray to give me a little volume. Try to make sure that the back's not ratty because there's nothing worse. I have never been so traumatized in my life than when I started seeing the back of my head on television because like I never really thought about it, and then I was like, oh, I need to be aware of this. Okay, and then I just lightly spray. I've used, because my hair is so fine, it does not hold a curl or really hold anything. So I've needed throughout my life, the only, well, a couple of hairsprays I've used, but probably the one that has worked best for me, I mean, it truly is like cement, is Big Sexy. I mean, it truly is cement-like. And I know it doesn't work, like Chloe couldn't use this if her life depended on it, but it works for me, so. Again, not too done. Turn off my curling iron so I don't burn down my house. But yeah, so there's the hair. A little bit better than TV Christi hair. I mean, guys, super bad. A lot, but live and learn. It's like, you know, those old family pictures that you look back on and you're like, oh my God, my junior high days were so unfortunate. Guess what? My really unfortunate days happened on TV. That's so bad. And those poor kids, they all grew up and went through puberty on TV, which again, whoa. Hair is done. On to makeup. And this is where I'm so afraid of all of you. So I washed my face, and now, again, I switch up my face products so often. But right now, I'm using this little concoction from Drunk Elephant. I use their PROTINI. Oh gosh, I'm too close. You can't see that. I'm using their PROTINI cream, just a teeny weeny little bit, because I don't want too much, but because I'm out in the sun, even though I use sunscreen, I am dry. And then I put a squirt of the B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum in there, just a little bit. And then this is kind of the secret weapon, the C-Firma. It's their day serum. I put a tiny bit in it because it is kind of oily, and I tend to be oily in the summer. And then look, I just mix it in the lid, and then mix, mix, mix. Again, I know I probably am doing a million things wrong, but we're all gonna just deal with it. My favorite eye cream, it's not even a cream, it's an eye serum, is Dr. Dennis Gross. It's the Ferulic and Retinol triple correction eye cream. This for me is magic because I tend to get puffy eyes because I'm old. And so this tends to make my eyes unpuff and just feel a little refreshed. So just use a tiny bit of this. I know some people don't use eye cream in the day. I like it, so I do. Drunk Elephant again. I will use this. It is their Umbra Sheer Physical daily defense, just a little bit. My foundation has sunscreen in it too, but I feel like it's important that you use sunscreen regardless, because I don't know, I feel that I was gonna wax poetic about global warming, but I'm from the day and age where we used to put on baby oil, can you imagine, and lay out in the sun, and now I will do everything in my power to not get so much sun. For my foundation, this is probably my favorite summer foundation. There we go. The CC Illuminator, or Illumination. It has 50, it's by IT Cosmetics. I feel like a lot of people use this. So I just wet my beauty blender. Dear God, see, I am not a beauty person. Dab the foundation on my face. Oh, this is a little dark for me. This was the color I was using when I was on vacation, so it's clearly a little bit more tan than I am, but we'll blend it in and make it work. I obviously need to change that. Oh gosh, it's very dark. Well, we'll make it work for today, and then we'll go a little lighter. So I tend to keep a couple different colors on hand, just because even though I do use sunscreen, I tend to get sun on my face. I've always been that kind of person who I can be out in the sun for 5 minutes and I have more of a tan than any of my children, or either of my children and my husband. So yeah, blend through the neck so I don't look like I'm wearing a mask. My makeup routine in the summer is really basic, truly basic. So I like FENTY. It is the Universal Invisimatte. I like it just to kind of take away some of the shine. I know I'm using an illuminator, but even with the Invisimatte, I still get the illumination and it just makes me feel less oily. I feel like I look oily all the time because I do have oily skin. Looking a little scary. This is the worst angle, God. If you ever want to, like a really big makeup call, shoot yourself and look at yourself in that mirror, or that little camera thing, because like my eyes look scary, I look horrifying. I don't really contour too much, but I do like NARS Seaside. It's a bronzer. I use it a little bit as a contour, just on under my cheekbones, and I'll blend. Anastasia Beverly Hills, the highlighter, it is just this highlighter. I'm not sure. It's like a golden color. Very pretty. Just a slight highlighter on my cheekbones. And I like to do a little on my brow bone. But I haven't even done my eyebrows yet. Okay, right now for my eyebrows, again, I'm using IT, the Brow PowerFULL crayon. I've tried a million different eyebrow pencils, and there's quite a few I like, but right now I like this one the best. And okay, so I'm a child of the 90s who we plucked our eyebrows into those weird little commas, or sperm, whatever you want to say. It was just disgusting. And now, you know, I'm living in the age of the eyebrow, and every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh God, I need to put on some eyebrows, because it really does make you look younger. Like, who thought it was a good idea? Like, I literally, right after college, had plucked my eyebrows into such a small straight line that I swear to God, there was like 3 hairs. It was like 1, 2, 3, and they just kind of connected and made a straight line. And I had really full, pretty eyebrows. And then I went and I had them microbladed. They probably need a touch up. That made a huge difference for me, but I feel like it's fading, and I like a darker eyebrow, but it hurt. Oh God, did it hurt. Like, I can't even tell you, I've had like 2 children via C-section, and my eyebrows really hurt. Truly. All right, I'll just brush them a little bit. Right now, this has kind of been like my summer bronzy eye go-to. It's always so embarrassing when you're showing your makeup on camera and you're like, oh, it's a little dirty. NATASHA, I don't know how to say it, DENONA, but this palette is the mini nude palette, and it was perfect because we did travel a ton this summer, and so I wasn't carrying around giant palettes. I have probably 5,000 giant eyeshadow palettes, and I use a lot of them, but this one was nice just because we hit the beach a lot. And again, I don't wear a ton of makeup in the summer. I know I feel like I'm putting on a lot, but this is kind of a special occasion. Okay, so I'm using sort of a fat Vasanti eyeshadow brush. It's like the fat flat one, and I like to wet this one and kind of pack on the base eyeshadow on my lid. Can you see that? This is tricky to do because I'm not used to facing you. I'm used to facing the mirror. All right, then I will take an eyeshadow brush. I have no idea who this is by, and I'm just going to do a little accent in my crease. You know what, let's blend a little bit. Okay, and now for me, one of the most important steps is an eyeliner, because if I don't have an eyeliner on, I look dead, like literally dead. So I'm using MAC Teddy, and I'm gonna step over here to my small mirror because there is no way I can do this in the camera with you guys. I need to look because my eyes are old. A little better? Actually, let me touch this up. Oh, I got some on my nose. Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte in black. I only use black mascara. I know there's like a million different colors, but for me, black is the only thing that works. Sometimes it's fun to do some fake eyelashes, which I do like. I like 110s. But could you imagine if I showed up at school pickup for Clara with eyelashes on? I know like eyelash extensions are the thing, which is fine. That's a little different than like showing up in a strip lash at school pickup. Because I have to be honest, I don't think a lot of the moms are super fond of me there to begin with. I can't imagine why. So if I showed up with like big fat strip lashes on at the end of the day, I'm sure they would have something to say about it. So there, my eyes are done. I'm starting to look awake. So finally, I am going to use a little Bite lip crayon. I'm trying to read it. I think it's Glaze. Just got mascara under my eyes because they were still wet. I need one of those little eyelash dryers. All right, so I'm gonna do my lips. Something super talked about since the end of Dance Moms was about my lips. Yes, I got lip injections. Nothing crazy, just a little. I got a little lip injection and I feel so much better about myself. And I'm all about the mindset that if you can make yourself feel better about yourself, well, why wouldn't you do it? So I did. I don't think it changed my life all that much, but you know, like you walk around and you're like, oh, my lips aren't teeny tiny little worm squirrel lips. Do squirrels have small lips? See, again, I got a little shiny. I don't know. I have no idea if this was an exciting video. I should have drank. If I maybe would have been drinking some wine during it, maybe it would have been more entertaining. I'm not sure. But I will tell you this. So I got ready for this video with you, and I'm actually gonna head outside and I'm going to film a backyard tour that will be going live because everyone, probably next week, I think I'll make it live next week. Everyone's wanted to see our backyard forever. I haven't shared. So this video is the predecessor to that video. So if you watch this, make sure you tune in next week to see a tour of our backyard. Got ready with me in my bathroom. That's Mark's sink. I would show you my sink, but it's a little messy. Maybe someday we'll do what's on my countertop, but that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later.